the devil offered him a knife. "First, skin the bear." The soldier took the knife. It was so sharp that the bear's pelt slid off like the skin of a peach. The devil took the wet bearskin and draped it around the soldier. He leaned so close that the soldier felt the heat of his breath. "You will be called Bearskinner," the devil said softly. "For 7 years you will wander the world clad in this skin. Inside it, you will find a pocket that can never be emptied. You will have all the gold you need. But during the 7 years, you may not wash or cut your hair or trim your beard or file your nails. And during those years, you may tell no one of the bargain we have struck. And you must not pray to God. If, during the 7 years, you kill yourself, your soul is mine." The soldier stood silent. His fists were clenched. "Open your hands," said the devil, "and touch what will be yours." The soldier groped until he found the pocket in the bearskin. He drew out a handful of treasure, gold and silver and gemstones. It seemed to him that he smelled spiced wine and roasting meat and bread hot from the oven. He swayed on his feet, dizzy with hunger and desire. "Do you accept the bargain?" asked the devil. "I do," said the soldier. He left the devil in the wood and marched to the next town, where he had his roast duck and the wine he craved. And that night he slept in a clean white bed. So began the first year. The soldier bought everything he wanted: food and wine, trinkets and treasures. He was so rich that every door was open to him. He grew filthy, and the bearskin stank, but he bore the stench and the filth bravely. By the 2nd year, he no longer looked like a man in a bearskin. He looked like a bear, with thick yellow claws and a matted beard. Lice gnawed at his flesh, and he raked himself until he was covered with scabs. People began to mock him. By the 3rd year, he no longer looked like a bear, but like a monster. The rotting bearskin felt as heavy as iron. Children pelted him with stones. Men and women fled from him. It was only when he brought out his money that they let him come near. Then they bowed before him as if he were a prince. The bearskinner despised them for their greed. He loathed himself. He began to dream. Night after night, he dreamed that he drowned himself in the river that ran snake-like through the city. The dreams haunted him. He knew that if he ended his life, the devil would gain his soul. But at last the night came when he left his bed and went to the river. He stood on the bridge and stared through the rain at the black water. He wanted to shriek, "Oh, God!" but he shut his lips because that was a prayer. At that moment, he heard the sound of someone crying. The sobs rose up from under his feet. He followed the sound. A woman and her child had taken shelter under the bridge. The night was raw, and the child shivered and wailed. When the woman saw the bearskinner, she tried to flee.